Hi, I'm continuing with part two of why Christians are broke, busted, and disgusted. Now, I'm continuing with this 30, 60, 100 fold return. Okay, now another technique they're going to do, they're going to brag about what they have. They're going to say, well, I have a brand new Escalade. I bought a brand new Escalade for my Barbie doll wife, and ow, it's going to be paid off in 3 months. Or they'll say, I have a gold plated microwave oven. I have a $1 million house, a $2 million house, a $5 million house, a $10 million house. Ow. Okay. And you keep listening to that every Sunday, and you're going to crave what they have. And you're going to say, well, Lord, where's my $10 million home? Okay. And you're going to wonder why you don't have it. Well, you know what? You're not on their economy. You're not on their economy. You're on your own economy. Now, let's look at some more things. Okay. Now, in the prosperity message, there's no talk on savings. Okay. Now, Proverbs says that we're supposed to save for ourselves and our children to the next 3 generations. Now, they want you to empty your savings account. And some of you stupid Christians, y'all stupid enough to do it. Empty your savings account. And they'll say God will restore it. God did not command you to empty your savings account. If he did, that would be between you and God. Okay? But they would say, empty your savings account. And like I said, they have got your money and God has got the bill. And God is going to restore it. God did not tell you to empty your savings account. Okay? Now, when we save money, we're hoarding money. But when they save money, they just saving it. I mean, some of them live in compounds. They don't live in houses, they live in compounds. Okay? Now, a lot of Christians, they have no savings. Okay? They have no emergency funds. Just in case the car breaks down, just in case there's a dental emergency, a medical emergency. They have no emergency funds. Okay? Because we're listening to their foolishness. Now, what some Christians do, because we listen to this, we listen to them bragging about their high lifestyle so much, we'll go out and buy a $340,000 house with a mortgage. Okay? And we don't pay cash for the house. Okay? So therefore, we don't own it. The bank owns it. And the bank doesn't even want it. Okay? Because we are trying to keep up with their lifestyle. You know what? The Lord knows it's a gimmick. Therefore, he's not going to respond to it. He's not going to respond to a gimmick. But he knows it's a gimmick. He says he loves a cheerful giver. A cheerful giver. Not something that is put under pressure by an errant preacher. He said a cheerful giver, not gimmicks. Not get rich quick schemes. Not selfishness to finance their lifestyle. He's not going to respond to that. There is no talk in the prosperity message of land ownership, even though that was the first economic command that God gave the Israelites. Christians don't own, abandoned lots, abandoned hospitals, abandoned hotels, nothing. There's no talk of land ownership. Christians should be buying all these nice foreclosed homes, okay? Now, here are some steps, and I'm sure there are many other steps that I'm suggesting to everyone, okay? Because we have to use some common sense here. Because God gave everybody common sense, okay? I'm suggesting that either you pay cash for a house or you put at least 50% down. I don't even like mortgages, okay? Pay off that house in 4 years or less, okay? You buy the house and you buy a lot. But always buy a lot somewhere, okay? Save for yourself and your children. Start with $5 a month. Live cheap, okay? Why? Because you know what? That is the prosperity. You keep the money that you earn, okay? You live cheap. You can always buy something cheaper. I bought a set it and forget it appliance that is usually $150. I bought it for $10. Okay, you can find a $6 blender. You can find a $3 crock pot. They are out there. If you buy a car, I recommend you pay cash for it, or at the maximum, finance it for a year. Like I said, I don't really believe in financing stuff. I don't believe in mortgages. But if you have to have that Mercedes Benz because you got to keep up with the Joneses, right? So go ahead and finance your car for a year, okay? But it is according to your own economy. I have seen Christians, good people, live in the same house for 40 years. Okay, they've had one house in this lifetime. Okay, we can't be like them. We are not on their economy. Have a brand new house built from the ground up every 4 years. They keeping up with the Joneses. Okay, we can't be like them. That is not our economy. Now, most preachers are 100% on God's economy. I don't have an issue with it. Now, if you're on God's economy, uh, it makes sense that God would pay you better than the world. I mean, the world would pay you $30,000 a year for preaching. God would pay you 100,000. I don't have an issue with it. If you are 100% on God's economy, uh, why wouldn't God pay you more than what the world would pay you? Okay, but gimmicks, sometimes they just completely skip the 30, 60 fold return. They go right to the 100-fold return. They just tell you, believe God for 100-fold return. You send $100, God gonna give you back $1,000. If that was true, then all Christians would have $1,000, but they're not. Christians are broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay, and like I said, they're trying to force God's hand. They got the money, God's got the bill. Okay, God's not going to respond to a gimmick, but He will honor your seed, and how He honors that seed is between you and God. Okay, and believe it or not, number 5, we can live without debt. You'd be surprised. We can live without debt. You can live without debt. You can. You don't have to live with that bill coming in every month. Now, this whole gimmick of money cometh, look, I don't know anything about that. I've heard the sermons. This whole notion of speaking to money. My impression of scripture is that money has to be earned. Okay, so you speak to money. Sometimes money's hard of hearing, y'all. Okay, so my impression, money has to be earned. I don't know about this money cometh. Uh, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for justice, what the Lord said. But I don't know when. And He talks about a wealth transfer. Well, when's the wealth transfer? Is it going to happen in the 1990s? Did I miss it? Did it happen in the year 2000? Did it happen last year? This year? Who got the money? Uh, where's my check? Okay, so I don't know about this wealth transfer. Who got the wealth? Who got the money? Who got the check? I don't know. Now we're gonna have to either work for someone else or we have to work for self. Okay. Now you can't work for yourself. You have to use your talent, whatever talents you have. You can write. You can invent stuff. You can invent apps. You can invent just electronic devices. Fitbit. Okay. Um, you can write music. You can write songs. There's a lot you can do. So Christians, that's the end of it. Christians basically need to use common sense. Have a nice day.